What's going on, everybody? This is Kaeru Yama's song. I'm in my home tonight. Had a great detail today. Helped out my folks a little bit at the shop. And I just want to share with you some information that a lot of people have been asking me about in my, we'll call it my athletic journey as of late. In the past 3 weeks, I've lost 15 pounds. Yes, you heard that right. 3 weeks, 15 pounds. And that is considering that I'm fully hydrated. I'm still 15 pounds lighter than when I first started. And I've just been doing it, I guess, more or less sticking to what I've done for the past few years. And basically doing a modified carnivore diet, intermittent fasting, training, and proper nutrition and supplementation. So, for anyone who's listening, I just want to share with you my lifestyle. I don't want to call it a diet, lifestyle, I guess. Yeah, I'm 165 pounds right now. I feel great. I'm actually going to see if I can get down to 159 just for fun. See how I feel, because I remember last time I was 159. I was in super shape. So, first of all, I am not a licensed professional. So, please take this with a grain of salt. Pardon the pun. And just know that I'm just sharing with you my experiences. I'm not recommending that anybody do this. I'm just letting you know that this has worked for me, and a lot of people want to know my secret. Now, that being said, I have seen a lot of friends of mine, some of my family, that has implemented all of these tips into their life. And give you an example, my best friend in the whole world, he lost over 100 pounds doing this in a period, I want to say 3-4 months. My older brother, Joe, he lost over 100 pounds doing basically just intermittent fasting training, I want to say in a period of like 6 months, maybe less, something like that. So I know it's effective, and it's been very effective for everyone who's implemented it. But once again, I'm not saying that everybody should do this or this is for everybody. I want to say this isn't all that great for women on the whole, because women tend to burn sugar a lot more easily than fat off their body. I think it's a little bit easier for guys, because usually when we crave protein and fat as opposed to women who crave sugar and fat. So, it's basic, really just 1, 2, 3, 4 things that I do very strictly, just about every day, and it's gotten to the point where I don't feel normal if I don't do it. If I don't do it, I don't feel normal. So, this has just been what's great for me. I want to share with you some of my daily foods that I like to eat, some of my supplementation, so let's get started. Okay. Let's talk about intermittent fasting. If you don't know what intermittent fasting is, I would suggest you Google it, because it would take me a long time to explain. But in short, it is fasting for a certain window of the day, and then you have an eating window of the day. Personally, I want to say I fast like around 16, 17 hours a day. So that means I get 0 calories. Or people have said you can ingest 30 calories at a time without breaking your fast. So that's really worked well for me. Like, 30 calories. I was like, well, what's 30 calories? Well, 30 calories, it means you get to add cream to your coffee. That kind of thing. It makes it a lot more enjoyable. And I really enjoy coffee, so, that's something that helps me out quite a bit. So during your fasted window, you take in essentially negligible 0 calories. Yeah, so just no eating. And everyone's like, God, how do you do that? I'm going to starve. No, you won't. Number one, that includes your sleep time. So if you sleep for 7 hours every night, that's 7 hours that you're already fasted. So basically, you would just either, if you fast for, or you sleep for 7 hours, then they say a bare minimum to get the effects of intermittent fasting, you should fast for 12 hours. So that would just mean you stop eating 5 hours before you go to bed, or you don't eat for 5 hours after you wake up. Relatively easy. A lot of people skip breakfast. But everyone's like, oh God, I'm going to starve. No, you will not. The human body is, if you believe in evolution, is millions of years old in the making, right? When we think about Homo habilis and Homo erectus, Neanderthals, that kind of thing, the human body is very old. And it is a very recent phenomenon that we can go and eat 24 hours a day at McDonald's. We can go to Food Line that's open 24 hours a day. We have refrigerators, frozen stuff. So whenever we say we're hungry, that's a lot of times we're just bored, or we want to like feel a little bit better because food is comforting. then we just go grab it. That's not how the human body is supposed to work. Just like we're not supposed to do hard drugs, you know, like, you think about meth or cocaine or something like that. I don't think our ancestors were doing that bad stuff to our body. So, yeah, that's also been another thing that's helped me on, just on the side note. I'm 14 months sober now, no alcohol, no drugs, but I was never really into drugs. But the human body is meant to do that. For thousands upon tens of thousands of years, the modern human, Homo sapiens, would eat whenever we go find something to kill and then cook it. Or, yeah, I'm assuming cook it. I mean, we don't know. You know, human history doesn't go back, what, maybe 5,000 years written history. So, yes, we're meant to fast. We're not meant to keep feeding ourselves and feeding ourselves and feeding ourselves and feeding ourselves. That is a very, very modern phenomenon. I'd say the past 100 years. I mean, our ancestors, like, not even our ancestors, I want to say like our great-grandparents didn't do anything like that. I mean, it was just impossible. So, yes, the human body can go, I've heard, 2-3 weeks on just water and maybe supplementation without eating any calories before you really start to have health effects. I don't recommend that you do that. The longest fast I've ever done, I did a 4-day water-only fast. 108 hours. 108 hours, I think. 96 hours. And I actually felt really good, you know, doing it. Those hunger pangs that you get at first is just kind of like your body saying, hey, we want to ingest some food so we can burn it for calories. But the cleanest energy source that you have by far is the fat off your own body. So once you enter ketosis, basically, you know, usually that happens after 16 hours or so, then your body starts, when you no longer have glycogen, stored carbs in your body, then it starts breaking down the next energy source, which is fat. It's a very, very clean energy source, and once you do it, you'll see actually how much energy you have. Not just energy, but mental focus as well. Mental clarity, you're going to be that much sharper, more intelligent, active. I feel great when I'm fasted, and anybody who's done intermittent fasting should tell you probably the same thing. So, yeah, learn all you can about intermittent fasting. Give it a try if you like. If you don't think it's for you, don't give it a try. Like I said, I'm just providing with you the experience that I've had, you know, to get this off my gut. So I feel really good. Okay, I always like to train while I'm fasted. Why? Because your body obviously, again, needs an energy source, and if you don't have the stored glycogen, then your body's going to burn fat for energy. I feel great when I train fasted. I feel horrible if I go eat and then work out and try to work out like 2 hours later. You know how after a big meal you feel logy and, you know, without energy, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's just your body, you know, trying to break down. It's using a lot of energy to break down those carbs. So, yep, I always train fasted. I always train fasted, whether it be cardio or strength training, or I do a lot of calisthenics. I don't really lift weights anymore, except, you know, 165 pounds. You know, whenever I do push-ups, pull-ups, dips, chin-ups, ab work, whatever. I'm just using my own body weight. That's on for another story as far as the training. Let's see. That's pretty much it for intermittent fasting. So I like to talk about nutrition. So I am doing a modified carnivore diet. It's very similar to keto, which is short for ketosis, when your body stops burning carbs and starts burning your fat off your body. The difference is most keto, ladies and gentlemen, do really high fat, medium protein, and low carb. I kind of interchange the protein and fat, so I get a lot of protein. Medium fats usually from that same protein source. I don't have to do stuff like fat bombs or butter coffee or olive oil, drinking it from the bottle or anything like that. And then I try to keep it under 30 carbs. They say keto, to stay in ketosis, you should have 30 or less carbs a day. So I try to do that, and I'm pretty successful with that. I'm going to go into what I like to eat in a minute. So as far as supplementation, I used to be really big into supplements, and then I realized it was just, a lot of it was just redundant, overkill, and expensive. So, but the supplements that I do take on a regular basis, I drink apple cider vinegar. It's great to do in the morning, it's great to do at night, because it really boosts your fat burning abilities, and it's anti-cancer, antifungal. It's really, really great for your health. It's great for your skin, all kinds of great stuff. I take ginseng. Don't judge because I'm half Asian. But ginseng is great. It's great for your circulation, your blood flow, energy levels, sexual performance, building a little bit of muscle mass. I really like my ginseng. A good multi, I like the Mega Man from GNC, or off brands by like Optimum Nutrition, or one that I also really like. It's called Optimen. It's available on Amazon. It used to be fairly inexpensive, but now I guess the price went up, like everything else, right? But that's a good multi that I like. Fish oil is really, really good. It's provides good fats, good omega-3s. The fat, I'll actually give you like a little bit of energy to burn as well. And mostly I take it because it lubricates your joints. I've got a very, very bad shoulder. I dislocated twice when I fought in the cage. I've got a bad knee, a broken foot. I've broken a few times. I've heavily sprained that same side ankle many times. All kinds of stuff that, it was difficult. So lubricating my joints is definitely a need, especially since I'm doing like a lot of calisthenics, which is a little bit tough on the joints sometimes. I like to take fiber capsules, particularly with a big meal, because one of the drawbacks, I guess, from a high protein, low carb diet is you're not going to get, the fiber that you would get from whole grains and stuff like that. So I like Fiber Fusion. No, they're not paying me any money, but it's a fairly cheap fiber capsule, and it's really good for kind of bulking up your bowel movements and stuff like that. Also, cleansing your digestive system, blah, blah, blah. That's also another great thing about intermittent fasting. It gives your digestive system a chance to rest. It's not your pancreas, your stomach, your lower intestines, your bowels, it gives them a chance to rest. And that's when, if your body gets a chance to rest those, then it's going to heal other things in your body, obviously. The human body is very efficient that way. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much all the major supplements I take. Sometimes I'll take a little bit more something else if I find it on sale or something like that. I'm like, oh, that's not going to hurt. But really, I would suggest those. The other thing that I really, really, really like to do is drink as much water as I can. I know it sounds cheesy, but it really is amazing. I like to drink alkaline water. It's expensive. You buy by the bottle or the gallon, but they have pitchers on Amazon that basically make it for like 6 months, and then you can just buy another filter, change the filter. And basically it works just by, it filters out all the, heavy bad chemicals, and it adds magnesium and zinc and calcium to it. It makes the pH level, I'm going to say, about like 8.59. And a lot of people say alkaline water is snake oil. I don't believe that's true. I mean, it improves your skin. The whites of your eyes get whiter. Your digestive system improves. It reduces inflammation. Everyone knows that's true. A high acidic diet is going to, create inflammation. Alkalinity is going to, reduce inflammation in your body, your muscles, your tendons, everything. So I drink a lot of alkaline water. I've got a big gallon, it's an Ozark, I want to say Ozark thermos, and I add ice, the alkaline water, some lemon juice, some lime juice, and usually a little bit of stevia, kind of give it a little flavor. So it's like 0 calorie lemonade, that way, but I try to drink a gallon of it every day. All right, last but not least, especially for my friend Dr. Jeff Ingram, my best friend, my Tojutsu sensei, he's a philosopher, and he has been very, very successful on the intermittent fasting, on the training, on everything I just listed. He followed my advice, and it's been great for him. He's in better shape now than he was 10 years ago, and I like to think I'm in better shape now than I was 10 years ago. By the way, I'm 44 years old. I get like 32 a lot. A lot of people think I'm like 32, especially when I shave and grow my hair out longer. Yeah, I like to think I look a lot younger. I think that a lot of it has to do with what I'm doing. So, what do I eat? What do I eat? Now, I don't think the carnivore diet, especially like the modified carnivore diet, or really if you stick hardcore, the carnivore diet, you should be eating beef and salt. That's it. Jordan Peterson does this. Michaela Peterson does this. Dr. Sean Baker does this. There was a famous bodybuilder back in the day, I don't remember, but he would have steak and eggs, basically. So, yeah, it's not sustainable, I don't think, for a very long time. And though your testosterone levels usually increase with this, I want to say your cholesterol goes up, I don't want to say a lot, but marginally. It really, you don't eat a lot of junk food, so I don't want to say, you know, like the bad cholesterol goes up a lot. But yeah, your cholesterol usually will go up. But if you're training properly, then it should stay the same because you're going to lower your cholesterol through working out. What do I eat? Okay, let's go through this real quick. This is a video. I thought it was going to be 5 minutes. I'm already at 15. On my modified carnivore diet, I like a lot of eggs. Eggs are the cheapest source of protein and the most bioavailable protein. Thank you, Chris Raspberry, my BJJ Purple Belt, for instructing me with that. I like Wolf brand chili with no beans. It's just meat and spices and pureed peppers. It has a few carbs in it, but also has a little bit of fiber in it, and it's really negligible. So I like to eat that. I love black coffee. If I want to, sometimes I add a little bit of like almond milk or something to it. Not much. But that with stevia with cinnamon, excellent. I'm saying black coffee, not a freaking latte from Starbucks. Those things that have 500 calories, something like that. And I'm like, wow, I could eat a steak and it has less calories than that. So skip the Starbucks or go there and just get the black coffee. But at that point, you're wasting your money. I mean, I like drip coffee, I like Keurig coffee, whatever. This is my secret. Pizza bowls from Marco's Pizza. I am their #1 customer at the location I order from. I used to eat a lot of pizza, but it was a lot of calories, mostly from the dough, the crust. So Marco's actually offers pizza bowls. You can create your own, or you can get one of theirs, and it's very, very negligible carbs. My favorite one is a Philly steak bowl. It's basically just steak, cheese, peppers, if you like them, and like a white sauce, so you don't get the sugar from any tomato sauce or anything. It's great for this eating lifestyle. You eat ham, whatever kind of ham you like. I love bacon. Everyone loves bacon. Try to get the kind without like the maple in it. Even though the sugar burns off a lot whenever you're cooking it, it does retain some sugar. So I just get like the smoked or hardwood or whatever. Sausage, God, I love sausage. Polish sausage, breakfast sausage, Italian sausage, whatever. I really, really like that. I like to cut it up, season it really well, get some sliced cheese, and yeah, go to town. But yeah, with the sliced cheese and the sausage, and you cook it in like olive oil or avocado oil, it's essentially 0 carbs and probably 800 calories, something like that. Way less than like a biggie fry. Let's see, what else? Greens, I really, really like. You see, this is not part of the carnivore diet. This is why I call it modified carnivore diet. Kale, spinach, broccoli, arugula. I love to make salads with those and add some cheese, add some spices, some lemon juice. Dressing is okay as long as it's low sugar dressing or no sugar dressing. Just look for full fat Caesar and full fat ranch. Usually those are good, but check the bottle. Let's see what else. Greek yogurt is okay. Not chocolate chip yogurt, but just like the actual yogurt. That's kosher or halal, that way. Turkey. Let's see. I like butter, good butter, not margarine or some kind of vegetable oil base, but actually from a cow butter. I really like the Kelly Gold Irish butter. It's really, really good. Let's see. And oils, I like olive oil and avocado oil. Those are full of healthy fats and actually will keep your testosterone levels up, especially with avocado. I'm sure you can eat avocado as well. I wouldn't eat a lot of it because it does have some natural sugar in it, but probably not that much. It's mostly protein and fat. Let's see here. As far as spices, I love to spice up my food. It's key. I mean, there's a reason that Romans were paid in salt. That's where the word salary comes from, that. Because before that, you can imagine how bland the food would be without salt. And of course, the spice route, spice trade through Asia and things like that. So the spices I really like, I really like Himalayan pink salt. It's got lots of minerals in it. They say it increases your testosterone a little bit. I don't know about that. Also, Celtic sea salt is really, really good. I like anything you can grind and put in your food. Black pepper is great, full of antioxidants, and increases your testosterone level. If you look at testosterone boosters that you buy over the counter or whatever, buy them online, almost all of them have black pepper in it. Garlic, yes, I love minced garlic, like the shake kind that's actual pieces, not the powder. The powder is good too, but I really like the pieces because they have a little bit of crunch, like to your salads. I like to put a lot of it in it. Hot sauce, sriracha. Those are essentially 0 calorie because they have a thermogenic effect, and obviously the peppers and the heat is really good for killing germs. That's why in Southeast Asian countries they put so much hot peppers in food, because it'll kill the germs and preserve the food. Got this long video. Cinnamon, I love to add to the coffee. It's just look up or search, Alexa, can you please? Oh no, Alexa's about to tell me something.
Is he Amazon user?
No, Alexa, thank you. Alexa, stop.
You're so welcome. I always appreciate it.
Alexa, you're still talking. Alexa, stop. I guess that's gonna be on the joke reel. Let's see. Ginger. I really like ginger. Like, I like to add it to my water sometimes. Ginger is really great for killing germs, and it's great for, you know, your circulatory system. How can a billion Chinese people be wrong? I can say that because I'm Asian. Turmeric. Turmeric is great. It's got a kind of an odd taste to it, but if you just put a little bit in it, I think it's great just because it's anti everything bad in the world, anti-cancer. So add turmeric. And that's basically it. I like liquid aminos if I'm cooking Asian food. Like, I love, like, even though it's not that great because it's processed, I like P.F. Chang's frozen beef and broccoli, Mongolian beef. That's essentially 0 carbs, very close to it. And instead of adding soy sauce, which isn't all that great, I like the liquid aminos. It tastes just like soy sauce, but you know, adds a little protein and that kind of stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As far as like what I try to eat, I eat a little bit of cheat food sometimes, not a lot. I try to stay away from it. And really, it gets to the point when you start doing the modified carnivore thing where you start like really looking forward to it. You can eat hamburger, you can eat without the bun, steak, whatever, and that's really makes me happy. In fact, I'm still fasted right now. I'm about 18 hours into a fast, and I'm going to go make some eggs after this. I'm very, very happy about that. I like to add bacon and cheese and spices and stuff like that to it. Sour cream is also kosher and halal. And my cheese stuff, I'll get some, they have those low-carb tortilla wraps. Sometimes I'll make that with eggs or make that with some meat or something like that. Basically, if you have really high fiber, which is extremely high fiber, you can subtract the fiber grams from the total carb count to get your net carb count. And usually that's like 4 grams of carbs. So that's, you know, okay to eat in moderation. Jeff was asking me about this, nuts, legumes, that kind of thing. Those are okay if you eat like this much, like a handful of them a day, maybe. But you don't want to sit there and you know, go crazy with them. I like peanut butter. Sometimes I have like a tablespoon of peanut butter before I go to bed. You know, it's really good for testosterone and protein and stuff like that. I also give you a little bit of sugar, so you kind of get over that sugar craving. Milk is okay. A lot of people like almond milk or soy milk or whatever. I stay away from the soy. Soy has been known to kind of decrease testosterone levels. So you know, they have all kinds of different milk. Cow milk, for me, is okay. But once again, in moderation, because it does have some natural sugar. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I try to stick to that. Like I said, I recommend doing it for like a month at a time. I think it's great for jump-starting one's diet. And you can lose, if you drink as much water as you can, preferably alkaline water. If you intermittent fast, if you eat super low carb and high protein, and also you get enough sleep, that's also like one of the biggest things people lose out on. Sleep is when your body heals itself, builds muscle, and kind of, you know, prepares you for the next day. I try to get 7 hours every night, but it's usually more like 5. You know, I've had insomnia since I was a kid. But yeah, sleep is really, really important. And just working out in general, particularly when fasted, I think is great. So, like I said, I'm not a licensed professional. I don't claim to be. And I'm not trying to say everybody should do this. I'm just saying this has worked really well for me. And if you'd like to try it, it's on you. Anyway, peace, and I hope this helps you guys out.